Hey everybody, Barry with Christenson Transportation, where the trucker's truck and safety takes priority. Today I want to talk a little bit about something that we've been doing for the last couple years here at Christenson, and we've done it before and it never really panned out because we didn't do a good job of it. But we've got a driver advisory board, and the purpose of this board is to have drivers, a handful of drivers out there with their ears to the ground, listening, talking to other drivers, finding out what's going on, if people are having issues in certain areas. So you've got your intel gathering to let us know what we need to work on. But we've also, they're our sounding board. We go to these drivers and we'll have quarterly meetings where we tell them what's going on at Christenson, any changes we've got going on, what we need to work on, what we're trying to get out for safety related issues, sales efforts, equipment, whatever it may be. These drivers' job is to go out and talk to other drivers and say, here's this, here's where we're going, here's what we're trying to do to keep them and the fleet kind of in the know. If something's changing, why it's changing, what the benefits are, what brought on that need to change something. So they're not just running around like the media coming up with their own theories. We're trying to get out the same message to everybody, and we're using the driver advisory board members in order to do that, in order to tell our story, in order to get feedback, to let us know how it's received and perceived by the fleet. Recently I took over this board, and I really thought it was time to solicit some new membership. We've had some turnover in it, some people that aren't here anymore, and just looking for some new faces, new ideas. And this board, unlike a lot of things, it's absolutely a volunteer thing. You gotta want to, first of all, you need to be on our side. You need to present these things and be promoting the things and reinforcing why we're doing things versus, drama and starting riots out there and just, that's not what we're after. We're after a group of people that want to educate the fleet, that understand the makings and the workings of Christenson and what we're trying to accomplish, with the understanding that what we're trying to accomplish is for the benefit of all. So we have basically teams type meetings every so often. Try to schedule these things when people are not driving, not doing anything, just focused on the meeting and participating in the meeting and being active participants and giving us feedback. I think we pay a little stipend for people's cell phones because we send the fleet stuff and say, hey, if you've got an issue here or there and you're not comfortable talking to this person, or you didn't get the answer from this person, call the driver board, call somebody on the driver board. So we subsidize that a little bit, and it's not a lot because it's not a paid, it's kind of like a volunteer school board member. They do that because they want to do it, and they want to be instrumental in making everything a success and doing what's right for all. So at this time, if you're watching, if you're interested in knowing more about it, if you're interested in putting your name in the hat, give me a call. Tell your fleet manager to tell me, and I'll call you and we'll talk about it. But be very aware that this isn't a one person, one issue type of thing. I don't need to know a load that somebody got on, or sat in the shop for this, or had a problem with this person. This is not an individualized thing. This is a organizational thing where we're trying to push stuff out. We're trying to pull stuff out, unbiased. Not, hey, that's your problem. That's a separate phone call. You call in and resolve that separately. It's got nothing to do with the entire fleet. This is company fleet-wide stuff that we're trying to do, and then we're trying to promote. You know, if I'm trying to promote better pre-trip inspections, you got to be able to talk them through that and tell them why and the downside of not doing good pre-trips and back us on these things. If you're trying to tell them how payroll is calculated or what insurances we have available to contractors, what type of equipment we're going to get, and what our lease programs, how they differentiate, and be able to explain this stuff like you're an in-the-walls employee. That's what this board is about. It's about big picture stuff, positive stuff, understanding what we do and why we do it, and being able to spread that word to the fleet. And it may be that they're just more comfortable talking to you. I worked for a place years ago, because I've been here for years, and they had us wear, I know I was just out of college, and they had me wear, you know, long sleeve shirts and button down shirts and slacks and ties, and I said, guys, nobody wants to talk to me. I'm the guy in the suit. You know, they want to be able to relate to the person they're talking to. And it was funny because right after I left, they got rid of that dress code. I guess they figured it out, but good for them. But this is, you know, sometimes you're just more comfortable talking to certain people. So that's why we created the board. So if you're that person, if you're a positive person that likes to talk, likes to participate in these group conference calls, and doesn't want to make it personal, you want to get the information and spread it out and be kind of the spokesperson that's speaking on behalf of us and what our intentions are and what we're trying to accomplish. Let me know, let your fleet manager know, and we'll have a talk and see if you're a good fit. But this is the time that we're trying to bring in some new blood, get some new perspectives and new participants. We've had it in the past, and you know, 60% of the people on the board would miss the call. 30% on the next call wouldn't say a word about what we're doing, and we just didn't get a full commitment. That's what I'm trying to say, I guess. And I know that's maybe not be on purpose. Maybe that was the content of the meetings, or maybe they were not structured enough. And my idea is to give people homework. You know, here's what we're trying to do. I want you to start talking to people, get some feedback, bring back the ideas, and so we can see how it's perceived, or what we're missing, or what we're doing right. So maybe it's a lot of it's on us for not having accomplished what we were trying to accomplish, just solely based on the lack of structure of these calls. You know, if you just get 5 people and they all call in at one time and everybody's going, what'd you do today? Well, I had this happen. Well, I had this happen. I'm not after those individuals. I'm after the fleet stuff. So it's not for everybody. And like I said, it's strictly volunteer, and you should want to do it. So please consider it. Like to have a lot of people say I want to do that. But I don't expect it. It's not for everybody. I understand that. But there are certain people that enjoy that, and that's what I'm looking for. So thanks for being here, Christenson. Thanks for participating, and I hope to hear from you. Have a good day.